What's going on today, guys? Happy Wednesday, April the 20th, and what a surprisingly relaxing day it was today. I'm actually barely getting to look at the markets. I looked at it a few times throughout the day, but overall, been holding my two positions that I have in IMTE and BWV. We'll break those down in a moment. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, green into after hours. Very solid. Very solid. UVXY has been getting absolutely eviscerated. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, the price point is 1170, and like I told you guys, UVXY is a good one to look at because I still project a market downtrend, and you guys have to be prepared for that. With all of the underlying factors. I mean, you got inflation, you got commodities where they are, specifically oil. I mean, it's just absolutely been going bonkers because of supply issues, because of the war, because of all the he said, she said crap. It's just the typical markets. This happens. I mean, recessions, uptrends. It's all a part of the game. So I still see some sort of move to the downward side, which will send UVXY high. Still projecting that move to fit right here. It's at 1170. I still project that move to be at like, I mean, who knows what it could possibly get to when the market actually starts responding to exactly how the factors are in the world, and it actually takes that into consideration because apparently it hasn't been. So like you can see, it's bullish the upside in the after hours, and we're gonna look at a few names today. Not gonna dive into too much. Like I said, it was a very relaxing day, just holding my two positions, not really stressing or anything, doing deep dive in any other plays. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive in it. Let's take a look at FUBO, another one of those names, like I said, to keep an eye on. And of course, I'm bullish on the name in the long run. I am bullish on the name. But like I said before, with FUBO and a play like SOFI, which I'm going to talk about next, who knows what the support is? Because we're in all-time low territory. Who knows what the support is? So today, I think it breached. Yeah, today breached all-time lows, and I mean it's one of those situations. Like I said, guys, it's like it's better to take the risk, maybe take a small position or something like that, and slowly average in, because a stock like this, like FUBO, I mean, a stock that's been growing substantially in terms of revenue and whatnot. I mean, it's a good company to keep an eye on. I really do believe FUBO will have another massive run to the upside. Maybe definitely not as massive as before. I mean, before was obviously, I mean, that was just insanity. It went all the way up to like $50 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And let's zoom out on the chart. And yeah, it went. I mean, holy hell. Yeah, it went to extraordinary heights. Extraordinary. Um, so yeah, keep FUBO on watch. It's breaching all-time lows, and who knows when the move to the upside will be because of the markets, and obviously because of Netflix and what happened with that. All streaming stocks are influenced for sure. Next one's going to be SoFi, like I said, all-time low territory again, and it's just continuing its move to the downside. But eventually something's got to give. So if you're holding an average, like anywhere in this range, even higher than that, I would just say don't stress. I mean, just hold the position, buy more on these dips, because I don't know. I don't think SoFi is going to be going much further to the downside. I mean, it's kind of contradictory to what I'm thinking about how the market's going to be, because I really do see a downtrend happening, but I mean, I don't know, maybe we'll see a bull market before that time happens. Maybe we'll see a bull market for maybe a substantial amount of time before that recession happens, because it's kind of just, I don't know, it kind of blows my mind. I mean, but you're seeing names like this, like solid companies like SoFi, FUBO, there's many other names, but I just want to highlight these few names today. But yeah, SoFi is just getting absolutely hammered to the downside. Now, if you took a position here or anywhere in this range, right, like the $9, $8, $7, it's a solid range to buy this company, especially with earnings coming up. I mean, earnings are going to be hot. Um, let's take a look at our two holdings. So, integrated media technology, a big move to the downside today. When this happened, I still held my 450s average. I really wasn't sweating that much about it. I really wasn't upset too much. Um, I just saw a tremendous amount of selling pressure to the downside. Um, was I interested in getting out of the position at any point? Considering I was down like 10% at that time, I wasn't. I genuinely wasn't. I think at the end of the day, if you have the patience and you stick to your plan, that's all that matters. So when it dipped down to the low fours, I bought more. And right now, average is yeah, low 450s at this point. Because I mean I did buy a chunk more, um, and overall I'm very confident about my plan. So again, it just things sometimes just they take time, right? Like you have low floaters. A lot of times you won't see much volume in them for uh, for quite some time, and then all of a sudden the volume will pour in. Now that's not what I'm mainly looking for. I'm not looking to hit a home run here. I'm looking to get an exit around $6, $7, $8. I mean, it's not a massive move like compared to some names that have been moving to the upside recently. Like that's just what 50 to 100%, very solid return that would be. Um, but we have to see the volume come in. Today volume was light. So that's why I wasn't phased too much because that low volume, it's easily manipulated. Like the stock price is easily manipulated to the downside, and it'll trick a lot of people into selling their shares, which is for me it's not a smart decision. Just hold your position. Who cares about what he said, she said, and whatnot? Like, just hold your position, stick to your plan, and no stress. Now, if you had a stop loss, then you had a stop loss. There's no beating yourself up over that. But I mean, I'm sticking to my plan here, and same goes with Blue Water Vaccines. They had their conference today. Um, I believe we'll be getting news on that tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if they've released a PR yet. Obviously, when I find that information out, I will update on stock twits and obviously in tomorrow's video. But yeah, IMTE, BWV, I'm fairly confident about low float names, ready to bounce to the upside. And yeah, I mean, it feels nice dabbling in names like this. It's honestly a relief. Um, a relief and not a relief. I mean, obviously the volatility is it puts you on the edge of your seat, but I can handle the volatility in general, and I mean the reason I say that is like SoFi and FUBO, they've just been getting absolutely destroyed to the downside. There's obviously opportunities to make money, but they're like in terms of their price action and movement, it's very gradual, and it feels nice to be in like an IMTE and a BWV where you can see massive moves, So a lot of opportunity with these two names. Keep them on watch. If you're taking a position, by all means, I'm all for that. Not because I'm in the company, like I've said before. It's because I genuinely believe in those two names, and IMTE and BWV. FUBO, SoFi, and another few names that I definitely believe in as well. So, market solid, looking good. I like the green. Green is good. Um, but red is a part of the game too. So, we'll see how the market's looking headed into tomorrow. And as always, guys, make sure to follow my stock twits if you want live updates on the market. Like I said earlier, today has been a very slow day, and I've just been holding my two positions and not really stressing about too much. Um, I will post tonight a watch list of more names that I didn't talk about in this video as potential plays. And yeah, go ahead and comment down below if you have any questions or you have any plays you want me to look at. And I really hope you guys are doing well in the markets in these crazy times. And yeah, let's get it tomorrow, guys. Peace.